Hey guys, and welcome to another Game & Watch. This time we're checking out Fire Emblem Awakening for the 3DS. So right here you have the intro. Now I've already uploaded the whole intro, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this in order to save time, especially because I'm kind of under the gun here. Mostly in that I want to go to In-N-Out, and I want to do that soon because I'm hungry, so... yeah, we'll start off... Actually, let me check the language settings real quick. Because in this game you actually can choose whether you want to use the English track or the Japanese track, because I uploaded a video showing the two differences. And yes, I did have it set to Japanese. Alright, so I'll start a new game here. I'll put on normal. Let's go with classic. So as you can see, there's 3 difficulty levels, and it offers you the choice of either playing with classic mode, where if you lose a character they stay dead permanently, or casual mode, where they come back after you after the battle ends. So, you know, depending on how hardcore of a Fire Emblem fan you are, you might want to do casual. So here's the create a character option, where this is where you're creating one of the main characters in the game. And you have the choice of several different things here. You know, like the build, the face, the hair color, and voice. Now, each one only gives you a few different options. So there's not like a ton of customization you can actually do. So let's make this guy as big as we can. Oh, that's the Brock face from Pokemon. Yeah, let's go with Brock face. There we go. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's make him look like a typical JRPG. Actually, I guess all these are kind of typical JRPG, aren't they? There we go. Oh, I should use a D-pad for this. I don't end up going everywhere. Alright, we'll give him blue hair. And then you can change the voice as well. And there's 3 different voices.
We can do it. Nicely done. Now that's strategy.
Alright. Let's go with it, that's strategy. Yeah, he can be called Robin. Doesn't really matter. Oh, yep. Sure, you can be born on January 1st. Okay. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you that much of the game, because I can really only show you up to what I saw at a preview event a week or 2 ago. However, in a few days I'll be able to show you more of the game, and beyond, and on the 30th I'll be able to show you even further than that. So there are some restrictions though before our review goes up on the 30th, I believe. See, as you can see, the cutscenes in this game actually look really good. They have high production values. They are pre-rendered. And I mean that's partially why they look very, very compelling. And the cutscenes are fully voiced, unlike the game itself, which you'll see here.
This is it. Our final battle.
See, now that's misleading, because watch what happens next. Oh, no more talking. So every time a character starts off saying something, they'll utter like a word or a short phrase or maybe just a sound that kind of gives off the gist or like general vibe of what they're saying, but they don't actually say everything or anywhere close to actually what they're actually speaking with the text. So it's not terribly unlike I think Star Fox Adventures actually did something similar to that.
Listen to me.
So this is the first battle of the game, and you know everything you're seeing now is going to be all tutorial based. Or heavily tutorial based, you know, and it's trying to get you to grips, you know, with the combat. And I actually haven't played, you know, a ton of this game yet still, so I'm still learning everything myself, especially because this is my first Fire Emblem game.
Are you ready?
So the whole thing is I need to move close enough, you know, I mean, this is a strategy RPG. So I need to move, you know, you move your characters around in order to get, you know, more advantageous positions on the board, and in order to actually attack, you have to get close enough to the opponent, at which point you can either wait if you want to get other people into proper position, or you can attack right away, which I'm going to do. So now this shows the matchup here, and we can see, you know, I have more HP than he does. Our attack is equal. Looks like he has a better hit percentage, and I have a higher chance of getting a critical hit. So we'll go and start that battle. Now what's cool is, once this battle actually starts here, I have a few options on the bottom screen. Now I can't actually influence anything that happens directly, but I can change how the battle is presented. So I can watch it from the first person here, or I can switch to the auto camera, which chooses the which chooses the angle automatically. Alright, well that ended quickly. Let's bring this guy in so we can hopefully attack. Well, not attack yet, but... Okay, so enemy didn't go anywhere. Let's bring this guy closer. Now when... Let's see, I don't know if they're close enough to... Okay, now, I'll get to that in a second. Now, at the top of the screen, you can see I can change which weapon I'm using by pressing X or Y. So let's try the Silver Sword this time. So you can actually change your weapon depending on what you have equipped during battle. Or before battle, rather, not during. I can also pause the battle if I want. And I can play around the camera angles here more so. But again, using the touchscreen. I can also speed it up if I want. If I'm bored of battles and just want to get it over with. If I put two characters side by side like this, and then they're like adjacent rather, and if they attack, then they'll actually attack together, increasing the amount of damage they deal out. And not only that, they'll actually benefit each other in other ways. They'll get some kind of stat boost, and if you keep the same people battling together throughout throughout the game, they'll continue to level each other up basically. Oh no!
You alright?
Now I know you can't see it, and I can't really see it either because I have the 3D turned off, but from when I played it before, the 3D is actually very good in this game. Especially in the cutscenes. That's actually when it's most prominent. They did a really good job, it just feels, more immersive when you use it. Especially when the cinematics are from the first-person perspective, as this is right here. During the gameplay itself, basically the entire time you're spent looking at the battlefield from above. Except during the battle scenes. And the 3D actually enhances that as well, but it makes it look like as if you're viewing the battle from far above, which is pretty cool. It doesn't add a ton to it. There's nothing ever really flying at the screen or anything. There's not a ton of dynamic motion happening there, but it looks good all the same. Alright, yeah, let's go and save that insane amount of progress I just made. We made a character, we beat an enemy, and watched 2 cutscenes. I think that's pretty good, right?
Crom, we have to do something.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
Hey there.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, Give me your hand.
This looks really good. Especially in 3D, like when he extends his hand toward you.
You alright? Thank you, Crom.
So here you get a better idea of how the dialogue works during cutscenes like this. It works pretty well, although if you're a fast reader or if you're just skipping through it, it does sound a little bit ridiculous when you just hear all these seemingly random sounds emitting like one after another from all these characters as if they're having a conversation simply by grunting. It actually reminds me... Oh god, this is horrible. It reminds me of the closing scene of one of a Home Improvement episode where one of Tim Allen's neighbors, I think, just goes over to his house and they just have an entire conversation by grunting. I don't know why that just came to me, man. all that brain space being wasted to freaking Home Improvement. So I'm kind of skipping through this kind of quick. If you want to fully read everything, you might want to pause the video.
I am not delicate.
So yeah, as I mentioned before, you know, this is my first Fire Emblem game, and again, I haven't played very far, but what I actually have played of it so far, actually has hooked me. So I am very curious to see how that goes in the long term, because I'm not a huge RPG person, or strategy RPG person. Although there have been some RPGs I've really enjoyed in the past, but I never strategy RPGs. There hasn't really been one that's really hooked me yet. So I am curious to see whether that's going to hold in the long term for me. And you know, well, and you'll find out too, in you know, when my full review is posted on the 30th. Actually, we'll both kind of find out together. Alright, so now we got another battle scene here. Or sequence. This time I'll have a bigger party. I have at least 4 people this time, I believe.
Good.
See, and he told you right there. You know, strengthen numbers, stay close. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright. So on the touchscreen, I didn't really look at it before because I've read it all before, but it gives you these tutorial lessons, you know, when you're starting off, and it walks you through, you know, various aspects of the battle. Now if I close this, or if I click close instead of up, you can see it gives you the stats of any character you highlight. And, you know, that's, you know, it's useful for a quick at a glance reminder of, you know, how each character performs. And you know, there's other things you can do here as well. You can check out the skills you have. And yeah, and you can do it for the enemies as well, which is cool. Alright, well let's get going here.
Yeah.
So it's telling me about tomes, which I can now use to attack enemies from 2 spaces away, which should be handy. Because normally you have to be adjacent to them to attack, otherwise. Alright, let's attack. Take that. So again, I can switch to weapons here. It's going to show. You can see how the hit rate changes depending on which weapon I use. So I want, you know, to use the one with the 100% hit rate this time.
Come on.
Bam.
Right.
So yeah, that's probably overkill. Literally. So of course the girl is a healer class, because apparently there's no other use for, there just seems to be the standard, you know, role for at least the early females in these games, from what I played. I don't think it's very feministic friendly. Alright, so now it's telling us, you know, we can heal. We can have characters heal themselves automatically by equipping the right item. But we're gonna ignore that for now. We're just gonna finish this battle here. Let's use... I guess that's all I have, okay. Oh, you can move the camera around as well, as I just discovered. No, I don't want that. Dizzy. So this is definitely gonna finish off this person. I think now there's still a few more people left to the north, I believe. And so we need to, yeah, head up there. Okay, or they'll just come to us this time, which is nice.
Are you ready? What?
That's strange, I had that same sense too, that I could see things during battle on the lower screen.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, you know, as I showed you before, the touchscreen, or as you can clearly see, the touchscreen is used, you know, for basically, you know, to track your stats and, you know, get more detailed information about the characters on the battlefield. It's strange though that you know that a game that uses a grid-based system like this doesn't use a touchscreen for movement. So I think that's kind of what the Advance Wars series did on DS.
Yeah.
And it worked well in those games, and it's kind of odd to see that they abandoned that basic same principle for this. And it's because, you know, the 3DS is 3D screen, and it kind of forces all the action to happen now on the top screen instead of, you know, being on the bottom. It's not necessarily a negative, it's just, you know, an interesting trade-off that they've had to do. Yep, yeah, that's how you do it. He was not lying. Alright, and another stage complete. I know, I'm great.
Right. My lord. It's all right. Oh, listen. Yeah.
I like how he's like, I would be honored, and then the voiceover's just like, yeah, I'll join.
Huh? Really?
Right.
My thanks.
So, you know, clearly if you haven't played Fire Emblem before, there's a lot of story, you know, at least I would presume in these games. Again, I haven't played any before this, but, you know, it is a story, it does seem to be a very story-heavy based game.
Yeah. Shall we then?
Alright, we'll save again. And now we get to see the world map. Yeah, this is where you can travel, do things, begin new chapters, and various other things as well. This is where you'll encounter people you street pass with. They'll appear on the world map, and you can actually battle them. Alright, well, I think that's a good look at, you know, a pretty good early look at Fire Emblem Awakening for the 3DS. Keep an eye out for the demo coming out, I believe, tomorrow on the 17th for the 3DS, and we'll have our full review up on the 30th, and again, we'll have more coverage of it before then. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more. Alright, bye.